Okay, so before I get started, it's going to be a voiceover, but I wanted to talk to you guys about the things that you are going to need. My filming station is kind of next to a living room, and I don't want to restrict whoever's watching TV, so please don't mind the background if you can hear it. I'm going to try to edit it out, but the things that you are going to need are, of course, a pair of lashes. You're gonna need some scissors. These are the only ones, like the closest ones that I found, so just any scissors works fine. You're gonna need some mascara, any mascara that you like, some eyelash glue. There are different kinds, and I'm gonna explain that in a minute. And then, of course, you are going to need an eyelash curler. I recommend a mini eyelash curler over a regular, lash curler, just because it's super easy and it gets in there better than using a bigger lash curler. Then the last thing that you're going to need is a mirror. So this one right here is by Vanity Planet, and it's the Gleam. It has a 7x side and then a regular side, and it also has a light on it, so it's great if you guys can see that. There's 3 light settings. I think there's natural lighting, cool light, and warm light. So you're just going to need a mirror. You don't have to have like a huge mirror, but it's really nice that I don't have to carry it, so I can have my hands, both my hands, to place the lashes. Okay, so when choosing a lash glue, you want to make sure that it is the right one that suits you best. So there are 2 types of applicators. There's the brush applicator, and then there's the tube applicator where you pretty much squeeze it onto the lash. This one is a brush applicator, so it's just a little bit easier and it's not as wasteful as the one in the tube. Now, anything that's white is gonna dry clear, and anything that's gray or black is going to dry black. So if you are a beginner, I really recommend the clear eyelash glue. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Today's lashes, I'm using Lily Lashes in the style Tease. If you follow me on my social media, you know how obsessed I am with Lily Lashes. I do have a code, and it'll be in the description box below if you are interested. So first things first, I'm going to take the lashes out of the box. And when you're taking the lashes off of the little carton it's on, you want to start from the outer part of the eyelash, and you want to grab it by the lash band. You can use tweezers, or if you're comfortable enough, you can use your fingers. You just want to be very careful to not pull it by the hairs, because then you'll end up with a ruined lash and you won't be able to use it. So once you have the lash band, you want to just pull it off very gently. Once the lash band is off, I don't know if you could see it, but there is a little bit of glue that the company put on there, so that way the lash would stay on the little carton that it stays on. I'm just going to take that off because when you put your glue on, it just gets in the way and it's not as comfortable as it would be with no product on there. Okay, so first things first is you want to take your lashes and you want to take both ends and wiggle them like so, and this is going to help make it flexible and make it easier to shape to your eye. Next step is you want to take a mirror, and whenever holding a mirror when applying false lashes, you want to look down. This is going to help make it easier for you to see your lash line, and you want to get your false lashes as close to your natural lash line as possible. So the next step is to measure the lash to your actual lash line. And when I do this, I usually start from the beginning of the eye, because if you place it too close in the inner corner, it's going to poke the inner corner, and it's also going to look unnatural. So since you already have baby hairs in the beginning, you want it to flow easily and make it look like it's your actual lash line. So what I do is I place it on my lash line, and I just see how it fits and how it sits on my lash line. And it shouldn't be poking you on any of the corners of your eyes. So the inner and outer part of your eye, it shouldn't be poking. And when measuring the outer part of your eye, it shouldn't go past your eyeliner. You'll be able to tell and notice that there's something that doesn't look right. It'll make your eye look a little bit droopier on the outer part if it is too long. So next, after measuring, you want to trim the lashes according to your eye. Now when trimming, you always want to start from the outside and never ever trim from the inner part of the lashes. Because your lashes are so small, cutting from the inner corner is not going to look natural. So now I'm going to remeasure it on my eye, and I'm going to just place it the same way I did the first time when measuring, and I'm just going to take a look and see if I need to cut any more off. As you practice and as you do this more, you'll be able to kind of just eyeball it and know where to cut and do it one time. If you are a beginner and you need to trim it more than once, I do recommend cutting off little pieces at a time. You want to move slowly and cut off little pieces rather than overcutting it, because once you overcut it, you can't go back and you need a new set of lashes. So once you're done measuring, you want to put on some mascara. I totally forgot to film it, but you want to make sure that all of your lashes have mascara on it, and it's going to make it easier because it's going to act as something your false lashes can sit on. So now that I am all done with measuring, I'm going to apply my lash glue. What I like to do when I'm putting this on is I like to get not only on the lash line that's going to hit on your lash line face to face, but I like to get on top too, because it's gonna make it a little bit more natural. It's gonna grab the skin on top and it'll make it look like your natural lashes. I like to go on with the brush adhesive directly onto their lash line. That's okay too, but just be careful because it can get stuck into your lashes and it can just get a little bit messy. But that's the most natural way you can, or the best way to do it to get natural lashes, natural looking lashes. Okay, so after a good 30 to 45 seconds, your glue will start to dry and get tacky. As you can see, the clear glue turns into a bluish color and kind of starts to disappear, and that's when you know it's ready. So when you're applying your lashes, you want to make sure that you put the middle part of the lashes on your lash line first. This is going to act as your anchor, so that way you can adjust the outer and inner corners as you need. So first, you want to put the middle on first, and then if you want to go to the outer part, if you need to pull it, the anchor will allow you to do that. And since your glue is tacky, it's going to make it a little bit easier to work with. Now, there are tools made for lash application, and it is totally up to you. You can use your fingers, your nails, your tweezers, or like I said, the false lash applicator that is specifically made for it. And it's totally up to you. Like I said, with more practice, you will find what works for you and what doesn't. I usually like to use my hands because I can feel what is going on. I could feel my lashes and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. I went ahead and skipped through the process, and I went to my other eye, and you could see when I'm applying it, you could see that I'm tugging it, and this is what I meant when putting down the false lash in the middle first, using it as an anchor. So once you're all done with applying your lashes, you want to make sure that you use a lash curler. It's going to help mesh and blend your real lashes with the false lashes. So my favorite one is by Reveal Beauty, and it looks just like the one I have in my hand. It's exact same one. I know they have the rose gold color. So what you're going to do is once everything is nice and set, you're going to grab your mini lash curler and you are going to blend your lashes together. Now you can use a regular lash curler, but I find it so much easier to use a mini lash curler. And you don't have to, if you can find one in the drugstore, I know they do have mini lash curlers, but this one in particular I found on Instagram and I have been obsessed with it ever since. I use it on my clients and I use it on myself. I actually have like 3 or 4 pairs of them, so just in case I lose one of them. But yeah. So once I'm done combining my lashes together, I'm going to tightline. And I'm going to take a black eyeliner and I'm just going to lift my eye up a little bit. I'm going to apply the eyeliner to that, I guess the upper part, the upper waterline, which is called tightlining. And this is going to fill in all of the blanks. Now, it's gonna pull it all together, because once you put it on, you'll notice that it doesn't look all, I don't know, it just doesn't look put together when you don't do that, because you're gonna be able to see that skin underneath your eyes. So I really recommend tight lining. That is pretty much it for the eyelash tutorial. If I went too fast, please let me know. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. The more that you do it, the easier it gets. And what I do recommend is practicing before you take a shower. That way you can just wipe off all the glue and wash off your face. Anything, when it comes to makeup, I always advise people to practice before they take a shower. That way they can wipe it all off. Oh, and just to remind you guys, everything that I use, all of the products and glue brands and stuff like that, will be in the description box below. So yeah, that is pretty much it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you guys in my next video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you guys have any video requests, please leave them down below, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.